Hi, Nancy Golden here with Healing, Health, and Recovery. I'm jumping on just for a few minutes to give another little educational piece about something that I learned tonight that's related to THC. So I posted a video a little while back, about a 20-minute video on the effects of marijuana on the brain in particular, particularly in those ages that the brain is still developing. So I did talk a little bit about Delta-8, the things that are sold in the stores, like the Kratom and the CBD stores. Typically you can find Delta-8 in there. So I had my PAL meeting tonight, Parents of Addicted Loved Ones meeting, and I had one of the moms that asked a question that kind of threw me off guard. She said that she had been driving by not too far around the corner from the church that we meet at, and she said she saw a sign outside of one of the CBD Kratom stores that just simply said THC-A. So I had, I've studied some about marijuana and THC, but this one I had not really heard too much about. So this was interesting. So I drove by there to see what it said, and sure enough, it said it had just a sign that just said THC-A. So I stopped and looked it up. So apparently THC-A is tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. So that's what it stands for, THC-A. And basically what it is it's the precursor to THC. So it is part of the cannabis plant. And we know that THC is an active component of the cannabis plant that gives the psychoactive effects. So apparently THC-A, the precursor for THC, does not in itself, in its purest form, have psychoactive effects. So not going to get the euphoric high from just the THC-A. So you might be asking, well, then why? Why would they sell it in these stores? What's the point? So basically what happens is this. So you can sell the THC-A in the form that it is because it's not a psychoactive ingredient. But what happens is when you put it under heat, such as in bongs or vape pens, the heat actually converts the THC-A to THC, the psychoactive component. So basically what's happening is the THC-A becomes marijuana, or the marijuana like, we think of when we think of people getting high off of it. So it's just interesting to me how, here in Georgia, marijuana is still illegal, and but they're finding ways to absolutely get around that, and just helping people continue to get high. And something else that I wanted to kind of throw out there too, just a little bit more education about marijuana, because like I said in the other video, I really honed in and focused on the effects on cognition and mental health status, particularly in the age group that the brain is still developing. So that's the, any age up to the age of like 25, 28, depending on the person. So like mid 20s is about the range that the brain finally develops. But something else that I wanted to share was this. So what about the people that are older than that, the older population? Many people are using marijuana as a form of anti-anxiety, basically medication, so self-medicating for anxiety or depression. And at first, it may feel like it's helping, okay? But this is the problem that happens. So when it comes to drugs and alcohol, there is very much a cycle that goes on. And it's like this vicious cycle that just feels like it can't stop. And so with marijuana, what happens is that people may take it to decrease depression and anxiety, and they may feel like they're getting a little bit of relief, but really and truly what's happening is they're just numbing out. They're just zoning out of reality for a little while. And over time, what ends up happening is in the brain, the chemical effects that's happening in the brain, it actually creates more anxiety and depression. So then if you have more anxiety and depression, what is your natural tendency to go to? Okay, well, I have felt like this is working for me, so I'm going to go for more. So this is where the habit happens, where people eventually will begin to use it every day on a daily basis. Again, addiction. And again, it just keeps getting worse. So the anxiety and the depression will get worse, and then the use increases. Anxiety and depression gets worse, and you're still going to continue to use. So it's like this vicious cycle that happens. Same thing with alcohol, actually. The very same cycle happens with alcohol. Very, very similar in the effects, honestly, between marijuana and alcohol, and benzodiazepines as well. When you're looking at this anxiety, depression, and the cycle that kind of happens with that, you feel like it's helping you, so you need more, and you just keep taking it because you feel like it's helping. But actually, in the long run, what's really happening is your anxiety and depression are increasing, so then you are feeling like you have to take more of it. So I just really want to get the education out there as much as I possibly can about this, because it is literally everywhere. Every street corner we have these stores, and like I said in the other video, I can't walk outside without smelling it hardly anymore, even in my own backyard when I'm just trying to tend my garden or swim in my pool and get a little exercise and sunshine and fresh air. So just like I said, just furthering some education out there. Look this stuff up for yourself. Do some research. Again, like I said in the other video, there's a great website. It's called learnaboutsam, sam.org. Lots of research in there about marijuana and the effects of it. And not only that, the impact that it has actually had on the states that have legalized it. Many statistics are available on their impact report. Just go to the resources tab, and you'll have the impact report up there, and it'll give you all sorts of statistics that they have taken in the states that it has been legalized. So once again, just educate yourself, educate others, because that is how we are going to change our society, change our community, change our country, and change the world. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you.